Is this closeness fine? I'm not actually sure. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Jasmine, and as you can tell by the title, today I am doing a full face of makeup favorites from 2020. I did this one last year along with like my new resolutions and goals that I wanted to achieve, and I just thought I would do another one this year. Safe to say, whatever I said I would do last year, didn't do any of it. I think I did like 2-3 things, which was post more on YouTube, which I did, but everything else went blop down the drain. I've already prepped my skin. My skincare, updated skincare video will be coming soon on my YouTube. Also, Happy New Year. This is my first video that I'm posting on my channel this year, so Happy New Year. Yeah, let's get started. So for primer, I have been absolutely loving these to use in 2020. Most of the makeup that I chose actually are things that I've gravitated towards more like than often. Like if I was doing a full face, I would just reach towards this product a lot more than other primers or like other products like foundation and stuff like that. So that's why I chose these products. I have been using this a ton in 2020, more so towards the start, and then I also been really loving the Hydro Grip Primer. I think these are like two cult favorites of anyone. So I'm just gonna start off with the Charlotte Tilbury one and use this on the high points of my cheeks. Some people use only this on their face and it looks amazing, but I've got loads of like scars and stuff, so I like to use, you know, a bit of foundation to cover up those. I use the shade 5 Tan and I kind of just like buff it in with a brush. I'm using this one from I don't know, it doesn't say the brand's name, but I know that I got it recently. Yeah, so in 2020 I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Kind of didn't end up doing any of it because obviously Corona came, and I know that it was a hard time for a lot of people in 2020. A lot of people couldn't do a lot of things that they wanted to do, which is totally understandable. Things happen in life that you can't control. I have a lot of things planned for 2021, and these are some things that are actually gonna happen, like whether or not Corona allows it or not. Next, we're doing foundation. Now these two different foundations I've been using a ton. Actually there's 3. One of them recently came out. Now this is the one from NARS, Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm sure you've heard every single YouTuber, Instagrammer talk about this foundation. It is that good, but I've only been using it recently because it just came out, so I would say this is probably one of my favorites, but like at the bottom I would say this is the third one. The second favorite is definitely the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint Foundation. This is so bomb. I used to use the shade Tan, but it's a bit too dark for me because I don't have any self tan on, but they recently sent me medium, which I think would be my color. And then my top favorite foundation of the year is the Bare Mineral Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. This is so good, and I'm in the shade Toffee and it matches me so perfect. It's so good, and I think I will use this one today. I just wanted to show you guys that I do love those. I take like 2 pumps, kind of like a little bit more. And then this e.l.f. brush, been loving this one. This is the ultimate blending brush, and I just blend everything in before I go in with a sponge. I love the finish of this like foundation. It is so nice, and I can't believe I haven't used this foundation before. Like Bare Minerals, they only sent me one shade and that was Toffee, and they marked it pretty well. Like it literally matches me so nicely. Currently don't have any tan, so this is the palest I've been in a while. I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit yellow, so I kind of have to drag it down my neck. I don't know if you can see, but the finish of this foundation is just so nice. I don't know, something about it, it's just like covers all my acne scars, but it still looks pretty dewy, very natural, like skin like, but it's still very nice and like full coverage. Does that make sense? I don't know. And it's like it kind of dries a little bit as well, so it like dries to a really nice like velvety finish. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it just has the perfect little finish, and I absolutely love this foundation, and I think definitely one of my top favorites. I absolutely love it. Then using my concealer, again Tarte Shape Tape. I think I spoke about this last year. I don't know, nothing just beats it. Nothing. I mean, there are some really nice concealers, but I always just end up gravitating towards this one. I'm using 2 different shades, medium and medium sand, so I like to use the yellowy one just to brighten up, just like here, and then I've been using this technique from TikTok and it brightens all that up. And then I use the peachier one. I don't use a lot. This isn't peachy, but you know, it's just a little bit different. Or is it? Yeah, it's a little bit peachier, like the tiniest bit. It's not even that. You can't really tell. I think it's a little, I'm not actually sure. Am I just speaking gibberish? Yes, probably. My favorite setting spray of 2020, definitely the Fenty one. This is a refreshing mist, and before I blend out my concealer, I kind of let it sit there for a little bit as well, and then I kind of spritz. This mist is honestly so nice. It's like, it's nice. And I like a little bit damp, you know, and then just bounce it on. It just instantly brightens up your under eyes, and I suffer from really bad under eye bags. The only thing that helped my under eye bags was the injection thing that I got like 2 years ago now. I haven't got it after it kind of like dissolved away. I just haven't had the chance, and I think I might do it next time I go down to London, whenever that's gonna be. I also need to get my lips topped up. A lot of things to do in 2021. Right, so talking about goals and stuff, I feel like every year I write down goals, but most of the time I don't end up achieving it because I only think about the big goal. I don't think about the small steps to take to reach the big goal. So this year, 2021, I'm gonna think about that a lot more. I'm gonna think about the little things I need to do in order to achieve the big goal, which I think a lot of like us, everyone, like human beings, we forget about, and that's how we lose track. So I don't know if it's just me or if it's everyone else, but that's what I have done, and I want to work on that this year. So I always say I want to save money, I want to, you know, own a car, but what little steps am I doing in order to own that car, in order to save that money? My favorite powder this year definitely has to be the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. This is so nice. I love the translucent one, but I prefer this one because obviously I'm dark skinned and everything, and this just is amazing. I did work with them with this last year. Feels weird saying that. I worked with them last year on this when they came out with it, so I'm very happy that I worked with them because I absolutely love this translucent powder. And honestly, it's not yellow where it's like banana yellow, if that makes sense, but it's like a perfect tinted like setting powder, and I kind of use this like everywhere. It blurs my skin out. Honestly, it's just perfect. It gives the nicest finish ever, and like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's already like blurring my skin out, and it's kind of like face tuning my face. Yeah, it's just amazing. You kind of do need to, like, if you have dry skin like me, you kind of need to refresh your skin with a little bit of a setting spray, which I will be doing with the Fenty one. But other than that, it's just amazing. I only like to set like the high points on my face, and then I move on with cream contour. In 2020, I think I used a lot of cream products, so definitely in the list was these two, Fenty Cream Bronzer and then the Fenty Cream Blush. Definitely one of my favorites. I love this one, and you can also apply this one on top of powder products. This is just so good. You can see I've used it tons. This one is in the shade Crush on Cupid number 4. It's just so great, and I've been using this a lot. Just using this Fenty brush. And this is a bronzer brush, but I feel like it's too small for bronzer, so I like to use this for my blush, kind of like warm up the product, and then like kind of stipple it on my cheeks. Definitely 2020 I used a lot of blush, and I think I fell in love with blush. It just makes me look so alive. I think I look dead pretty much all of. And I kind of like take it a bit higher rather than just like leaving it here or taking it like this. I take it a little bit higher, so it gives the illusion of like, you know, higher cheekbones and plumper cheekbones. Brush this on my nose, and there we go. We look more alive. I should have done this before I set, to be honest, but this cream is really good, and I used it a lot. Like, there's a dent, and if I use it anymore, I think I'll probably hit the pan. Stamp this on near my, you know, hairline. I honestly do not know how to speak anymore. I haven't filmed a YouTube video in a while, like 2 weeks I think. I kind of take it on my eyelids as well, and kind of create that illusion of like a darker shadow here, and then like we have the dark shadow here, and then we have the lighter concealer here, which just ties everything together. Water. I'm just using the cream bronzer and kind of like shaping my nose contour. So I've been using this brush, and look how like easy it is to shape contour on your nose. Yeah, I've been loving it. I love this cream bronzer because it's not so heavy that even if you use a powder it's gonna like look cakey. It just, look how easily that just blended. And then in terms of like powder, blush and stuff, I've been loving this one from Charlotte Tilbury. I've been reaching towards this for a while. This was like my everyday kit for like at least 2 months, I think, and I didn't even dent it. This is the shade Ecstasy. It has like the color in the middle here, and then this part is like shimmery, so it gives you that really nice like healthy glow, and I absolutely love this one. I think this is probably one of my favorites. It's not too like in your face, but it's nice when I use like a cream you know, blush. It kind of like sets it on top without, you know, being too heavy. 2020, I don't think I used much highlighter, so I'm gonna completely skip that because I didn't use any. The only glow was on my cheeks where I put the blush, and this is the kind of glow I like. And then powder, like setting powder. So Fenty brought out a matte powder foundation, but I love using this as a setting powder now. This is new, right? It just came out, but it's already one of my favorites. I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I feel like this is almost just as good. I just have a very light shade on the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I can't really use that one all over my face. But this powder is in the shade 290, and I kind of use it to like set. And then as bronzer, I think definitely this one from NARS. This is the bronzing powder. This is like the matte one that they came out with. This is in the shade Casino, and it's quite dark, so I like to be very like light-handed with this one because it's so pigmented, and I think that's why I really like it, because I don't have to use a lot of it, and this will last me a long time. I have been doing this technique where I pat my eyelid and I make them darker with bronzer. I will be applying some eyeshadow. Then I like to refresh my face, and this is, like I said, one of my favorites. Then I'm just gonna spritz. Okay, I usually do my brows first, but I don't know how I forgot. I've been loving this one. This is a 24 brow setter from Benefit. I have grown my eyebrows out. I don't know if you've followed me on Instagram or not, but I've been growing them out and been using this like brow serum, and it's really working. So I have more brow hair now. So I like to typically use this at the beginning, but I don't know how I forgot. So kind of just like brush out my hair and set it in place, because my hairs are like a little bit stubborn. I don't know if you can notice, but all of my hairs are like sticking kind of like up or like this way, which I really like about this brow setter. Hence I've been really loving it recently. So yeah, that's my eyebrows. And then I kind of fill it in, drop that, yay. Kind of fill it in bits where there's like sparse. Then I kind of fill in the sparse bits on my eyebrows. So wherever I don't have any like hair strands, I kind of like fill it here. I don't know, I've been loving the full brow at the moment, but I don't know if it suits me that well, so I'm still like thinking about it. I might change it, but I do have a lot more eyebrow hair now because of that serum. I will link it down if you are wondering what one I'm talking about, just in case you're curious, because it honestly has worked. And I use it on my lashes as well, and it's been growing like mad. Got to mention, I'm using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit, and I use the shade 5. I've been loving the Noel lashes from Huda. That's all I've been using recently. They're full mink, so that's the only ones that I found that are really nice that I have in my collection. I'm just going to prep it with my Duo Lash Glue before we move on to the eyeshadow part. So I think these two palettes I've been reaching out for a lot for soft glam looks in 2020. This is new. This is the holiday collection. They have a bigger one from Anastasia, but I've been loving this little one as well because it's really good actually. It has all the shades that I need. Yeah, so I love this one because it just has like everyday shades in here, and there's a black in here as well, which I really appreciate. And then there's this one from Huda Beauty that I absolutely love. This is the nude rich one. They have 3 different ones, and this is the rich one. This is the darkest one that they have, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna run some of the shade in the middle, give myself a little smoky eye, but not too like, you know, too much. I just love this eyeshadow palette as well. It's super nice, super simple, super neutral, and something that if I was going on holiday I would have taken with me in 2020. Now I'm using the same shade on my lower lashes. Need more eyebrows. Right, that's a lot better. I did write down a list of my goals for 2021, and one of them is definitely to visit at least 2 countries. I usually write down like at least 10 countries or 5, but like I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think I'm gonna visit more than 2 countries this year. I'm just gonna say that. One of the products that I've been really loving is the Dazzle stick from Kat Von D, and I've used this and it's so good. I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this product, but it's basically like glitter, but cream glitter, and you can kind of like use it straight, but this is so good and it's super underrated. I feel like not a lot of people talk about this. Can you see that? And I have been using this tons. They have so many different shades. Perfect. I would say my favorite eyeliner from 2020 has to be the Marc Jacobs, like what's this called? Marc Jacobs liquid eyeliner. This is a gel eyeliner, and then their mascara. This is so good. This was a Christmas edition, so the packaging is a little bit different, but this is the Velvet Noir mascara. I love this so much. I've been using the original one with the black packaging a lot, but I got this for Christmas and I've been using this tons as well. But this gel eyeliner, oh my god, it's so good. My camera was getting a bit hot, so I had to turn it off. But this is what the eyeliner and the mascara looks like. Honestly, you could probably just wing it like this. Just leave it like this, but I'm gonna put some lashes on. But I thought I'd show you guys what the mascara looks like without any lashes. And then this is the eyeliner, and I think this is probably one of my favorite eyeliners in 2020. It is so precise, and I absolutely love the little wand as well, or like stick thing. It's really like stiff, so it's not like gonna be flimsy. Honestly, if you struggle to put lashes on, buy the dual lash glue, put on a layer of eyelash glue and then let it dry, then put on another layer of eyelash glue and then stick it on, and bam, that's how easy it is to put on lash. We have finished the eyes. We're almost done, honestly, we're almost done. But I also wanted to talk about some other goals that I have this year. I didn't even talk about any of them. I feel like I'm just going to keep them to myself, but all I'm going to say is do those little things in order to achieve the big goals that you have this year. And I think that's what I'm going to be working on a lot. And also I'm going to take a lot of time off this year. I'm going to do everything a lot slower this year as well. I feel like one of the things that I did in 2020 was buy a lot of plants, and it helped me a lot. I don't know why, but taking care of them, being in a routine of, you know, watering them and making sure they're all right has definitely helped me. And I don't know how, but having all these plants definitely has healed me a little bit, and it makes me more calmer and everything, and I love it. Okay, now moving on to lips, my final step. I have been using like continuously Bite Me from Morphe and also Cork from MAC. I love these 2 lip liners to bits, and I also really like the e.l.f. one. This one from e.l.f. This is the Retro Paradise lip liner, and I think this came in a set. This is the darkest one, and I've been loving this one as well. I misplaced the top somewhere, I don't know where, but yeah, these 3 are definitely my top 3 lip liners of 2020 that I used to bits. Like, this lip liner is quite long, and I'm surprised I've got all of this left as well. Today I am going to be using the Bite Me from Morphe to line my lips. It is just super creamy, and this lip liner is only £4. You cannot go wrong. It's just so nice, and I think this shade for like darker, you know, Asian skin tone is just perfect. I just love it so much. My top go-to lip products for 2020 were definitely these. I love the Fenty lip glosses. This is Gloss Slipper. Yeah, it's so muddy because I use this a lot. I think I was more into glossier lips in 2020. I didn't like the matte lip too much. Then this new lip cream from Fenty, I've been using it tons as well. This is Honey Waffles. I love the Mulac lip glosses. These are really nice. This is in the shade Hasty. I thought it said Nasty. Hasty. And then of course my Sephora Rouge Velvet Brilliant Cream Lip Shine, and this is so great. I use the shade number 1. Bought this I think when I went to Denmark last year. Did I go to Denmark last year? Maybe it was the year before that. And this is one of my favorite nude combinations for 2020. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. I hope 2021 brings you a lot of happiness, success, and a healthy, happy life. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification button, and like this video as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.